everyone, Sophia here from My Ground Challenge. Welcome back to my channel. Guess what? I'm starting a makeover. This is the last room in the house that needs to have a makeover, and I can only tell you that it really is needed. So here's the issue. We have done nothing in this master bedroom except for maybe the curtains you see in the back and the purchase of 2 side tables since we moved in, and it's been 9 years. There's a lot of things that need to be done, and I have a few ideas. Some of them I'll share today, some of them I'll share as we go along. But bottom line is this room needs a transformation. So today what I'm going to do is basically give you kind of like a rundown of what I plan on doing in here. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do in this video because it's already noon on Saturday, but I have today and tomorrow to work on it. So I'm going to start with this part right here. This is the Rust-Oleum Furniture Transformation Kit, and I have the base coat in it, and you can tint it, and I'm going to taint it with this color right here, which is called Kona, and it's basically a dark chocolate espresso. It's the same color that my bed and my 2 side tables, and I'm going to do the 2 dressers that are on the other side of the camera. My antique dresser is going to get resurfaced with it, and Scott's dresser is going to get resurfaced with it. So that's what I'm going to try to do today, and in between I'm going to do other things. But basically what's going to happen as a grand scheme is that the furniture will end up matching. I'm going to do wallpapering in this room. I'm going to repaint all of the trims in bright white, because this is what we have now is the original beige color. And yes, the carpet will go. I don't know. Yes, Scott, but it will be replaced, Scott, with another carpet. Did you hear the I don't know why he wants to keep the green carpet. Can I ask you? The cat likes it. Okay, but the cat will like another color carpet. No. Yes?
No, she'll like this.
She only likes this one. Okay. I don't know why he wants to keep this. I'm
That's because it's like in the master bedroom, and you get up here and it's like the one spot where you walk around and people don't really hear you all that much.
Okay.
And, you know, it's kind of comforting that you have this carpeting underneath you.
But I'm replacing it with a different carpet.
Okay.
So it's going to do the same thing, right? Maybe. So anyway, this is what I'm planning on doing. So yes, there's going to be wallpaper, repainting, restaining of the furniture, and different carpets. So I don't know how long it's going to take me. This is not going to be one of those projects where everything is done in 3 weeks. I'm probably going to take several months. But I'm starting it today, and I'm starting with this. The other thing I want to do is change the thermostat in this bedroom. I have a whole bunch of holes that need to be patched. The mirror needs to be taken out of its frame and put on the wall instead above my dresser. So, but anyway, let me show you what it looks like as a before, and then I'll get going. So I'm gonna start with Scott is removing this for me, so that's gonna be out today finally. This is the entry. Don't mind the mess, okay, because it's been pretty chaotic this week. This is my staircase, which I had redone, and I'll put the link down below. And when you come into my bedroom, this is basically what you see, which is a big mess, okay. And
hey, how long did it take you to build this?
This what, this vanity?
Yeah. How many episodes of your show was this?
2.
2.
Why?
And I gotta undo 2 episodes worth of goodness?
Yes. So here's the supplies that I'm using, and this is the area that I'm going to focus on first, right? This whole area here. We are in the attic, so you can see that I have the eaves ceiling. So we have Scott's dresser here, which he had for how many years, Scott?
Going on about 30.
Going on about 30, and he will not part with it. So the only way I can keep this is change its color and the knobs. And here's my antique dresser, which is going to be refinished as well, and the knobs will be matching those of Scott's. Over here I have a mirror that belongs to a different piece of furniture, so I'm going to remove the mirror itself from this frame, and the mirror is going to go on the wall instead of dangling precariously off the dresser. That's not the original one. All of these here, I have holes everywhere from previous shelves. All of that needs to be patched. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but over here I have a thermostat. But it gets even better because next to the thermostat, when I remove the mirror, you'll see there's a big hole. Because when I put this mirror here, the thermostat had to be moved. Otherwise it was behind, so there's a big gaping hole. Okay, yes. And then all of the woodwork here, the doors, that's going to be painted. And all of these walls here and there are going to be wallpapered. All of this here is going to get wallpapered and repainted. I'd like to have the wallpaper go all the way up to the ceiling. I don't think Scott's going to go for that. We'll see. And then here, I won't do anything. This is going to stay empty. I'll have all of the wires from the TV go inside the wall so you don't see them. And I'm going to rebuild doors, real doors for this closet. And all of this here is going to be wallpapered, and that's about it. So you see, it's going to be a very, very work-intensive project, but it has to be done. This is the last room that really needs to be spruced up in the house, and I'm just tired of living in this room, not being, you know, nice. It's just a modge podge of unmatching furniture and bric-a-brac and a whole bunch of stuff and nonsense. So I really want it to become a nice, soothing environment when I go to bed. I just want to be proud of my house, and when I woke up here, I'm not. So I'm redoing this, and I'm going to start with staining the dressers. So I just found this underneath Scott's dresser, and I had no idea I had this. We have no idea how we acquired it, when we acquired it.
Must have been the kids.
Yeah, right. It's a humidity, what do you call it, a barometer? No.
A humidity reader.
Okay, I'm sure it's got a word. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So we're definitely keeping that. This is Scott's dresser, and this is where I'm going to start. And you can't see me. So what's going to happen here is that I have to wash it first. I'm doing all the steps proper. I got to wash it first. Then there is a product that you put on that removes all of the grease and whatnot, and then you put your protective coat on it that is tinted, and once you're done with that, you then put on a glaze. Okay, some of those steps require a 2 to 3 hour wait time in between. So while this is drying, basically what I'm going to do is tackle the other side, right? Because I want to get things rolling. Now, just fair warning, this bedroom is going to be an absolute disaster zone and a big hot mess for several weeks. I'll try to keep things kind of clean and gathered together as much as I can. However, you know, it's a before and after, so you've seen the before. It's a hot mess. We'll see what it looks like afterwards. But let me get started with this. You just have to wash it with just soap and water and let it dry before you start rubbing off the stripper. Hey, Scott?
Yeah.
What kind of carpet would you like?
Emerald green.
How about gray?
Why does everything not have color for you?
I don't know. I like.
You don't like color.
Well, I don't know about that. Thanks, Willie.
That's what you need?
Yes, that's what I need. So what color do you want?
Emerald green.
I can't.
No, how about what about like a blue?
Blue? Well, like what kind of blue?
Don't put that there. Like a cerulean blue?
Oi. Is it like a Russian, Prussian blue?
No. Or what about
a gray blue. How about is that? A gray blue.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah? Okay.
What color would you want?
Personally, I would do beige, but you know, that's
Beige?
just me. Yes.
That shows up dirt.
Not if you. Hi, Willie.
Beige?
Not if you do a. Hey, how about a grayish?
Grayish.
No, not if you do one that has like multiple colors on it.
I really don't have much choice in this, do I?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you know, unless it's emerald green, then you don't have a choice. Come on! I want you to know that I'm going to purposely not put any protective devices underneath the furniture as I repaint it, and I plan on staining the green carpet as an incentive to get rid of it. That's my plan.
You want to get rid of this carpet?
Yes.
Why?
What is it with you?
See, even the kids agree.
So I'm just using soapy water, and I'm removing all the dust that could be on here. I'm not moving these yet because I plan on replacing them with pretty much the same size. And Scott still needs to be able to use his dresser, right? Because I don't know how long that's going to take as a process. Alright, so now that this is all washed and dry, step one is the deglosser. So they give you a pad, a green pad, but I prefer to use steel wool. And basically what you're supposed to do after you shake this very, very well is put the deglosser on your pad and you just scrub like this. And it's going to remove all of the gloss that you may have. And I'm trying to give you a close-up here because it almost shows as a soap. I don't know if you can see. It gives you like little bubbles. Yeah, you can see that. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all of the gloss. And I gotta tell you, this has no scent, which is great because remember I sleep here, right? So I've removed most of the shine. It's not going to remove all of the shellac that you have on furnitures, but it's basically prepping the surface for the bonding coat with the taint to adhere to it. So they give you one of those things here, which is basically lint-free type cloth. It's basically cheesecloth. And you're supposed to really, really dry it and buff it. So I'm doing that right now. So it says that you have to let the surface dry for an hour. So while this is drying, it's 1 o'clock, I'm going to remove the mirror from the frame. If you remember, this frame came in from a different dresser that I'd found on the street. It was a 1930s dresser. I really liked the dresser, but it was very damaged in the front. And when I did one of my 30 bags in 30 day or big declutter, whatever, I removed it. So, but I kept the mirror because I needed a mirror here. And this is a very nice antique mirror. It's beautiful, but it doesn't fit on that dresser at all. You know, another one of my Rube Goldberg, do with what you have instead of go and spend money, because, you know, budget, okay? So I'm just gonna remove the mirror from the frame. Hopefully I won't break it. And it's a shame because it's a really nice mirror. I like the frame. And it pivots, which is great. However, I think it'd be better off on the wall itself. So I'm going to do that, and this is still drying. I'm going to do the same process on my dresser. I'm going to wash it and remove all the gloss on it. I feel it's almost a shame that I have to tint my dresser because it's beautiful wood, but it's kind of getting old. I mean, that thing I purchased on Craigslist years ago. I think I paid $100 for it, and it's from 1905. So it's got a stamp in the back. So it was a pretty nice piece of furniture back in the day, but now, not so much. Let's not break the mirror. This is what I was talking about. Originally, the thermostat was right here, which kind of makes no sense whatsoever because you can't really do anything with the wall. So what I did is that I took it out and I passed the cable. Right here, there's a stud. I had to open all of this here so I could get the cable in front of the stud. You following, right? And then I had to poke a hole on the other side here so that I could get the wires back in. That particular one is going to be changed to a nicer, more modern digital thermostat. I don't need something grandiose, I just need a regular thermostat. So this is going to get patched today probably. Let me get rid of this because this is now garbage. I don't need it. This is peel and stick wallpaper. I just ordered 2 rolls. Each roll is 18 foot. Oops. So I don't know. What do you think? I really, really like it. I like the green and the blue. It matches our bed and it matches the curtains. And this is what it's going to look like once it's applied. So imagine with the dark furniture what it will look like. So I'm going to do that probably next weekend. Okay, so it's been an hour. I'm ready to stain the furniture. This is the one that comes in the kit. This is a Bond coat, but it's clear. So you need to mix it with the color of your choice. And again, I picked Kona by Rust-Oleum. No, Varathane. So I'm going to shake that a lot. And I want you to mix them together. Okay, so this is great. I don't know if you can see, but it's not filled to the top. So I guess that's how you're going to mix your stain in it. I thought I was going to have to mix it together in here. Yeah, it's exactly the same color, which is good. Okay, so let me mix this. Okay, so I've mixed the Bond coat with the stain, and I tell you what I'm going to do. Even though I'd love to ruin this carpet, I do realize that if I do, I'll have stains under my feet and I will transport it all over, so I'm going to keep it in this bowl. Let's get painting. So it doesn't smell too bad. It's not bad at all. And from what I've read, when you're doing kitchen cabinets, you're supposed to go up and down, but when you do dressers, you got to do horizontal. And it definitely sticks to it, which is good. Well, I'd say this is almost like a brand new dresser. It is a totally different dresser. I got the whole thing done on the sides and everything. Now, they say not to do the sides here. I understand why, because otherwise it compromises your ability of closing the drawers. So now, if you wanted to have this look where you can still see somewhat of the wood underneath it, then you would just let it dry and put the glaze directly on this. I have to ask Scott what he feels about it, but it looks like a brand new dresser to me, and it's a much better looking dresser the way it is now. I like it, and again, it's the same color than the rest of the furniture. That was the purpose here. I may keep the knobs, I don't know. I put a little bit of the bonding tint on the knobs so they kind of disappear, but now I'm going to start this one, and then I'll be done for today. So goodbye antique dresser, you're getting a makeover. We'll see what it's going to look like. Some of you, I'm sure, are horrified, but I got to do it because now I got brand new and old and busted. So what can I do? Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and color it. Okay, so guess what? Scott saw his dresser and he really likes it. He went, wow. Go figure. Could have done that a long time ago. But we discussed whether or not he wanted one coat where the wood shows in the background, or if he wanted two coats. He says he wants two coats. So I'm going to, I already did the top here, I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to 1905 dresser and hello to new contemporary updated look. Here we go. Letting go of the dresser. Wow, 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 what a difference this is making. And here is my dresser. Don't forget, I'm changing the knobs. So this is in, what do you call it? Electric light. And this is what it looks like in daylight. So I still have some areas, not so much on my dresser, but definitely on Scott's dresser, like little corners like this that need to be stained again. So what I'll do is that the next time you see me, we have two coats on these furniture already. So the next video I will be working on glaze, because I don't want to do a video just on me putting a second coat. That's kind of silly, because you pretty much know what I'm doing. And all of those little problem areas with this the old wood showing, they will be covered. I really like my dresser like this, believe it or not. And it looks matte now because there's no glaze and there's no shellac over it. So it's going to be all, first it's going to be a more uniform opaque color, and then it's going to be shiny. So we'll see. I hope the glaze is going to look good. I don't know if you tint it or what, we'll see. But this is looking really good, and I'm telling you, once they are matching in color with the same knobs, and I have all of these here and the door frame painted, and I have wallpaper on this side with a new thermostat, it's going to look like a totally different room. It's a big mess in here. We're going to deal with it for a couple of weeks while I'm finishing this. I think this was a way long overdue project. Really long overdue for me to finally do something in this bedroom. Over the years, I brought in furniture, I took out furniture. Ultimately, the biggest change in here is going to be the carpet. And you see, it's a battle with the carpet. But that's really going to be the biggest change. So I want to make sure I get a color we really, really like. And that's all going to depend on the wallpaper and how the wallpaper looks in here and how it matches the yellow that's in the back. So we'll see. I may do a dark color, like a dark, not a dark blue, but like a darker color. We'll see. Maybe a green, but a darker green, not an emerald green. This carpet is hideous. Anyway, so yeah, long time overdue project. I'm very happy I'm finally tackling this. I was a little skeptical about the Rust-Oleum Furniture Transform, but I gotta tell you, as of now, after just one coat, this is the best $31 I've invested in years. So if you have old furniture and, pass me down and furniture that it just doesn't match, but you don't really want to go and buy new furniture, well, give it a try, because it's $31 and I have a lot left. I really do. So I'm thinking now, when I want to redo the living room, which eventually will happen, I may do the whole entertainment center in a gray color, with maybe like a green glaze or something on it, just to give it a brand new look, and maybe change the glass too, because it's a great piece of furniture. It's just massive, and it's passé in terms of the style, but hey, look. This looks really good, you guys. I'm very impressed. It looks like a brand new dresser. You can't even see the nicks and the little pieces there that were missing. I had two that were missing somewhere in there. You can't see it anymore because it's all covered. So very happy with this. All right, give me a thumbs up if you are looking forward to this project completion. Give me another thumbs up if you want to encourage me. And I will see you next time. Ready to glaze, and I'm getting the wallpaper on Tuesday, so maybe next weekend I'll do glaze and wallpaper. We shall see. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Welcome if you are new to my channel. I won't disappoint. There's always some crazy project going on in here, and but you got to stick around to find out. So see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.